Hello, Serge here from the putting green at Harbortown Golf Links, home of the Heritage Classic, and this is second home for us, our first home in this area, and we spent a lot of time on this putting green, huh?
Yeah, we have. We're Wednesday after the Pro-Am here. It used to be me standing out there watching these guys get ready to play, and now we're ready to go tomorrow.
How many autographs did you chase down as a little kid?
Oh, I chased a bunch of autographs down. That was, these guys were my idols. I wanted to be out here, and now I am, and I love every minute of it.
I started this thing where they have watercolor pictures in there of the holes, and one year, the first year when he was about 7 or 8 years old when we got here, I went in there and got it and sat him over there at the driving range where they get their balls, and he just about filled that sheet up, and that started a pretty tradition. I don't see a whole lot anymore, but for years, boy, everybody was walking around with those pictures getting them signed, and we got a whole bunch of them that we have at the house. Looked like you hit it pretty good today.
Yeah, I played really, really well today. Obviously, I've been at home the last 2 weeks. I've had some time off, and really worked hard on my game and really tried to bear down, and I just felt like I wasn't getting the kind of quality practice. I was kind of just going through the motions with my practice and my game, and I've just tried to rededicate myself to all the fundamentals and things that I know I need to do to succeed and do things well. And I'm kind of nose to the grindstone, I think, is what a lot of people refer to it all the time. And I think everybody out there knows that a lot of times when you get too comfortable in a situation and you just start going through the motions, and I think that's kind of where I was. I was kind of in a la-la land kind of deal. I was just stuck in the middle, and I decided I didn't want to be stuck there anymore. That's a bad place to be. So obviously I had to have a come to Jesus meeting with myself personally and decide that I was going to do things the right way and not slack off or whatever you want to call it, and just go through the motions. And like I said, 2 really hard weeks of work at home, and I think that it's going to start paying off. Obviously, we know we've got the good fundamentals. I know I've got the good fundamentals and everything. I've got the tools I need to succeed. I just need to take advantage of it, and that means working hard and really focusing and good quality practice. And that's something that I've rededicated myself to. And in a short time, in just these 2 weeks, it's paid off. Just out is where it started, I think.
Birdie. It's great that we all have to examine whatever we're doing in our lives, whether it be our jobs or how we interact with our wives and children and whatever else. And you always gotta keep looking at what you're doing, and are you doing it well? Can you do it better? And that's what life's all about, and everything. And everybody in their jobs has those coming to Jesus at times.
Yeah.
But the key is to be smart enough to sit down and say, like in golf, it's easy. You look at your stats and look in the money win column and your finishes column, and that kind of tells you that, hey, I'm not where I want to be, and why, and what can I do to get better, right?
It's all about trying to get better, and like I said, I think I just lost focus, and I lost the grip on what I needed to do to succeed. And out here, they just, guys are so good, they're just going to walk right by you if you're not working hard and doing the right things. You just can't succeed unless you're taking advantage of all the tools you have to succeed. And that's something, like I said, it's easy to just kind of get caught up in a week to week playing golf, and lose focus on that. And I'm really, it actually took me playing bad and getting really ticked off at myself to do it. And I hate that I had to get to that point, and I didn't have the discipline to continue to do the right things all along. But like Dad said, sometimes you just get into, or like I said, sometimes you just get into a going through the motions kind of attitude, and you don't realize that you're not doing the right things. And I've had a terrible start to the year, and I've been just absolutely furious with myself. And obviously now now I've rededicated myself, and I'm hoping that obviously some good golf will come. I feel great, like Dad said, we had a good day today, hit the ball great. I feel great about my game. Now it's just a matter of going out there and doing it in the tournament and really making something happen.
Just so you all know, I think the #1 thing that we've been working on for a couple of years off and on, and I should say pretty much all the time, is you've really tightened up your finish. You've got a better muscle tone in your arms all the way to the finish, and better recoil and relax, and that tight finish, I think, is really tightened up, because I can't remember the last time I saw you flag so many shots today. I mean, if just look up and pretty much you were at the flag, and
I hit it really
that's
well.
So good.
Yeah, no, there's no question about it. And I mean, there's no better feeling than if you're hitting shots and they're online. You envision the way you want the shot to go, and when you pull it off, that makes all the difference in the world, because you know that when you hit a good shot, it makes you feel like all the hard work you did was worth it. And if you continue to do it over and over again, then it really makes you feel good about all the hard work you've been doing.
And there's nothing better than being able to control your ball, and you have been hitting shots, some draws and fades and stuff.
Absolutely.
And you've been pulling off the way you want, and that's just, again, the setup determines the motion, and then you make the swing.
Oh.
And so your shot making has been really good. I think your short game's come down. Your bunker shots are so good. I mean, you had it great up and down on 18. So cameraman, got all your shots in. We're going to put it up on the site so they can see the shots you hit today.
Sure.
See how close you were hitting it today. If we get that tomorrow, you'll be really happy. And ultimately, I think the putting's improving. You know, you went to the belly, and now you're putting with something that looks like a belly, but it's not. It's just short of a belly putter, right?
Sort of, yeah. It's something that I feel like the putter is swinging nicely. Obviously, when you're putting, it's all about being comfortable, being confident, feeling like you're going to get the proper arc in your stroke and make a good stroke. And you know, as I've told you guys time and time again, you know, putting has always been my Achilles heel. It's never been one of my strengths. I'm working hard to try and make it better, but you know, more importantly, I need to focus more on ball striking right now. I think the key to success is not so much working so hard on your weaknesses that you forget about your strengths, and that's something that I also had to come to terms with. Is I can't neglect my long game. It's always been my strength, and even if I'm having a day where I'm not putting great, the long game can save you. You know, if you're missing greens and you're not putting well, that's when you start seeing bad scores. But if you continue to work with your strengths and you're hitting the ball well, you know, the rest of it will take care of itself. And at the same time, if the better you hit it, the less pressure there is on your putting, because the more greens you hit, less pressure on the putter. But needless to say, I'm working on the putting still, but I've rededicated myself, especially to the long game, because I know down deep that's what my strength is ball striking, and that's what I need to continue to keep striving to be good and even get better at.
Yeah, and the better you hit the ball, the better you stop putting.
Exactly.
That's obvious, because when you hit more greens and you hit them closer, you got more shots at those birdies and easy two putts. And we've always talked a lot. Sometimes it's just on a mediocre day, you're still hitting a lot of greens and you're getting a lot of easy two putts. Keeping that stress off you is really great for you.
Absolutely.
Guys. So I think things are looking good. This is the best I've seen you swing probably since college, Deej.
Well, thank you, Dad. I appreciate that. And for all you guys out there, we'll come back to you tomorrow with another video update, I'm sure, because by God, we love you guys, and we just want to keep giving them to you. So we'll see you tomorrow, and from Don to Serge and DJ, we'll talk to you later.